Nathan, that was a difficult afternoon.
Yeah, very difficult. But you're going to have difficult afternoons when you're in the Championship, because we know we're at our maximum. We're relative novices at this time, and these are a wonderful footballing side with a way of playing and a way of recruiting, so that they sell and they get proper athletes and get them into it, and that costs a hell of a lot of money. So that's something we haven't got the luxury of doing. But look, we competed until the first goal. We structurally look good, and it's just once we don't quite do things right, we get punished, and then it's difficult to get back in the game against a team like that, because if you do become open and take gambles, then they can hurt you. Look, today they were the better side. They're a wonderful side. Credit to Brentford and Thomas, because I said they've got good players. They're well versed in what they do. They've been doing it for a while now. So look, we're just slightly behind them, but look, we're competing, and that's the thing.
What did you think your energy levels were like with your team?
Absolutely nowhere near, because look, it's very difficult, when we're at our maximum every game, we having to deal. And then look, the games are just coming ridiculously thick, ridiculously fast, and it's difficult for us to compete. We compete, and then we get a bit of a rest. We compete again, then we show that when we come up against top players that sometimes we struggle a little bit, and we've done that, but that's the level. It's relentless. It always is. With the schedule and with the pandemic, it's even more so. So we just have to make sure that we dust ourselves down, and we got to go again. We've got two games this week, and then we get a relative rest from there.
A draw and a win before this one, do you allow them an off day?
I don't think they've necessarily had an off day, because I said they're giving me everything. They're grafting, they're giving me everything. We're doing everything possible. We're not getting a hell of a lot of help from the authorities, I don't think, but that's another story. But look, we're going to get these days in the Championship. What we have to do is, we can't get too down about it, because Brentford are a wonderful side. They pay in millions and millions for players. They selling them for 20s and 30s, and then so we're not at that level yet. But so to compete at them, we have to be structurally really, really good. We have to be at our best, and today we weren't. So that's what happens.
You made an early change. Did you just feel that the system wasn't quite working?
The system would have worked if it was a tighter game, but when they go 2 up, then we can't be passive. Then we have to be a little bit more proactive and so on. And because of two lapses, really, because we've worked all week or one day on Mbueno stretching play and getting in. Baris was struggling, tired, fatigue. The honesty he has didn't tell us anything about that, and then something happens with his hamstring because he can't make that run, and that's what costs us. They get in, and Tony gets in on the back. So look, we know that the threat they have. When you go 2-0 down, we couldn't continue to play that way, because so we had to do something. In the end, we lost 3-0, but we didn't look like scoring again today, and that was the problem. We have to find a way to be better, to be more fluent in terms of what we do, and that's something we work on.
Was the game plan to allow them to have the ball inside their own half?
Well, we allowed the centre halves to have the ball, and then everyone else we pressed. And that worked for 20 odd minutes up until they scored. And realistically, they put a ball in our box. We cleared it straight to them, and he just pinged it bottom bin. So it wasn't as if we got carved open. Second goal, they've played around the corner. We haven't gone in, and we haven't pressed the midfield man, and he's got out. Then it's been a long ball in to Mbueno, who's got in. And then they've crossed. So it looks like a really good goal from their point of view. From us, it's something we've worked on. We wanted to do that. But we didn't. But they're a good side, and we realise that.
Any sign of Brie or Potts, because obviously you're a bit light in those departments on the sides?
We are ridiculously light in those areas, and that's the reason why Craney and Craney's been on the brink of an injury this week and has had to play through stuff. Norrington Davis has played too much football for a 21-year-old, but I've literally had no other replacement to play there, because I can't play another right back. So I haven't got another right back, and I haven't got another left back. So we haven't. Then when Norrington Davis goes away with the international team, it's great for him and he's fresh, but he comes back to us exhausted, and then he's got to play, because I haven't got anything else to play. So it's frustrating. Potts is a little way off because of circumstances which are really disappointing for our point of view, but Bree's back in training, so how quickly we can get him in is another thing.